Projection theory, the universe as thought in motion. Kardec teaches that the visible universe is the result of the projection of divine will onto the universal cosmic fluid, the primitive substance from which everything proceeds. This fluid, invisible to human senses, is the medium for transmitting God's creative thought. Just as light propagates through space, the divine idea spreads through infinity, giving shape, energy, and movement to matter. In modern terms, we could say that the cosmic fluid is the fundamental field of the universe, the underlying quantum energy from which particles and forces emerge. Contemporary physics describes this principle as the unified field, or the quantum vacuum, filled with energetic fluctuations that give rise to time, space, and matter. Kardec antecipou, com linguagem filosófica, o que a ciência moderna está começando a compreender. A matéria é uma condensação de energia, e a energia é a expressão da inteligência divina. According to the projection theory, the Creator does not act directly on each particle, but through immutable laws that translate His will. These laws are the divine will in constant action, and the harmony of the universe is a reflection of the perfection of these laws. What humans call forces of nature, gravitation, magnetism, electricity, are different manifestations of the same universal principle, governed by supreme intelligence. Classical physics, initiated by Newton, described the mathematical order of celestial movements. Later, Einstein showed that space and time are parts of a single dynamic structure, the fabric of the universe. And in Spiritist view, this fabric is formed by the cosmic fluid, which vibrates under the action of the divine mind. Each star, each atom, and each being is therefore a condensed projection of God's thought, sustained by laws that never cease to act. Kardec explains that the formation of worlds occurs when parts of the cosmic fluid condense and become matter, driven by forces of attraction and repulsion. It is the same process that modern astrophysics describes in the formation of galaxies and stars. Universal gravitation gathers particles of gas and cosmic dust, generating luminous bodies that emit energy. Spiritual projection is, therefore, the divine equivalent of what science calls gravitational collapse, a transition between the invisible and the visible, between the fluid and the solid, between spirit and matter. From a quantum perspective, we now know that observation modifies the behavior of particles. This demonstrates that consciousness participates in the creation of reality, validating Kardec's conception that thought is force and spirit is the agent of the universe. The divine projection is continuous. The world was not created once, but is created at every moment, sustained by the constant vibration of love and supreme intelligence. Kardec reminds us that man, as a reflection of God, is also capable of projecting. When he thinks, he moves the spiritual fluid, creating forms, images, and energy currents that influence the environment and the beings around him. Each thought is a miniature of creation, a ray of the creative power on a human scale. Therefore, pure thought elevates and harmonizes, while negative thought disturbs and disorganizes. This is the law of vibrational tuning that unites the visible and invisible universe. Thus, the projection theory reveals that the universe is, in essence, a thought in motion. Science observes the mechanics. Spiritism reveals the meaning. Together, they show that the cosmos is a living organism, sustained by an infinite mind, God, whose presence manifests in every particle of light and in every soul that thinks. The man, upon understanding this truth, discovers that he is also a co-creator with God. His actions and thoughts influence the universal fluid and contribute to the balance or imbalance of the world. We are all, therefore, artisans of the moral and spiritual universe in which we live. If this reflection has broadened your view of creation, share it. Because understanding the theory of projection is recognizing that God creates the universe through thought, and that love is His eternal creative vibration.